Oh, hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're trying once to get some progress done on Super Treecko 64. As you may notice, this thing kind of looks like Hazel Streams. You can see already a ton of code already shown up there, but believe me, I cannot go any simpler than that. And I've already taken notes on my paper, which things I do have to do to completely re-import Treecko on a very new, not broken ROM, because the Treecko that I've shown in my video is actually pretty broken. So let's hide this on the side. So technically, what you have to do is to import yourself by choosing the very offset you need in the ROM, and once you get where the offset is, you make a sort of conversion. You subtract a certain number to get the to get the RAM address, and then you change the pointers in a certain area in the ROM. The games gives you a few comments, and with those comments it seeks to where the graphics of the Mario model are, and I change. Damn it! I'm gonna cough a lot in this stream. And it points to certain areas, and I repoint them to my custom models. And this is gonna be the same for every variation of the head, so that's why I can add blinking. Also, that's how I may be able to add the fist, the hand, and the double finger hand that Mario has, and of course the power cap variation. And all those things shall correlate together to give a good result. So that means something I need to check if I can see the chat on my phone, because you'll be seeing the chat twice on the screen, and that is not what is expected to be. Oh yes, it looks like I can, since it's airing now. Just have to mute the sound, and I'll look on the chat from there. Hopefully it's not gonna turn off that easily. Okay, so I'm gonna put you there. Good. So let's have just a quick run of what's been done as of right now. Oh, by the way, just checking, is the mic and everything working? It should be. Yeah, everything should be working fine here. So recent ROMs, that should be, no, it's not a recent ROM, it is in my model base folder. Where is it already? Nintendo 64. Model base, here you are. So as of right now, the real Super Treecko 64 is not as advanced as the one I've shown up, which was an older version when I fully made the thing. So doesn't matter which one I choose. So actually we only have the head, but a good head, because you can see it's blinking. Yeah, it has blinking eyes, and the video did not. But as of right now we only have the head and whatever. And I have not yet changed the life counter here. On the old version I did modify the texture. It just needs a few clicks, but it's not very important as of right now. The real priority is to import the rest of the body, because you just cannot play with the head alone. But it actually has all eye animations as of right now. So if we just pass through, it's gonna even you're gonna get to sleep. Here you go. So eventually his eyes close like this. So just like the real Mario. At least we got that nailed. And if he ever takes fire damage, or, well, yeah, that's technically fire damage, but give me just an option. Yeah. No, that's not what I think of. Well, I'm gonna eventually turn off the sound here. Then we need to get to any levels that have fire. It's gonna be here. So he has a custom eye animation ready. So if we just... He has like his eyes crossed when he dies. And that's all for right now, as of what has been done. We need to add the rest in, of course. Just gonna, yeah, put the phone in a better spot. Hey, the dick's free. Yeah, good thing I'm using the phone right now. Welcome to the stream. And this is actually the X code. This is a texture importer with a reverted texture. This is not actually the IO you saw, it was an old importing. What matters here are the nose and those two colors that are used by the rest of the model. Like the whole model used 2 textures, I mean like no, actually 5 textures, 4 for the eyes in a full 32x32 picture, and this is also a 32 picture, but it was a scaled off 16 that used the rest of the colors, but not the old eye you can see there. And where we resume from is to try to import the torso today. So I'm gonna load the RAM and everything in place. So the RAM, of course, model base, Treecko 64. No, never applied a patch. Never. So we're gonna load the model of the torso, which should be, where was it last time? I think it's a new torso final. Yeah, there's a lot of items in there. So head, new head, tail, tag, torso, final. I guess that's a very final version I used. Yeah, just because my computer is in French makes a lot of huge glitches somehow. So we're gonna have a scale of 500, no, a scale of 600 according to the last notes I've left to myself. Not offset position. We cannot preview the level. It's okay. Nah, no initial D today. Yeah, that's a nice one. Flying by free zone converted to Mario 64. We're going to need to import to a certain value. Ah, here we go. 00832B84. So we need to get to the custom importer and a torso. Here we go. Gonna have to add the pointer. No, the import RAM offset here is gonna become 00832B84. It's a special area that I said you're gonna import from this point, which is about a few bytes after the head itself. Import also. It took me about 3 days to understand this, so don't feel weird because I'm being a little bit slow here, because it's been a few days since I last took tackle of this project and I already forgot a bit of information, and thankfully I've left a lot of notes to help me going through. And we're going to need, okay, so of course we need a pointer, and which is a pointer for the torso. Let's just save the change right now. Yeah, the head has this pointer, so we're going to need to open the geo layout file. I completely forgot about it. No, it's, I last saw it in downloads, I think. So where was it last time? Mario's geo layout txt. We needed to know where the pointers are in the memory. So about Mario, it's over here. So you can see the head. I need the torso. Yeah. The torso HP, which is eye polygon color, which means a normal body, not like metal or invisible. So, according to this, the torso should be located in something looking like this. 00107 F28, so we're gonna look for this in the RAM. Look, reach. Where's my reach tool? Ah, damn, it appears in the middle. Reach. Where is it? Where is my reach tool? It appears nowhere. That's great. If I put it on full screen, nah, it's nowhere. Unless, no, it doesn't even display here. Do I have to reopen it or something? At least this one displays fine. Yo, Alicia, where is that thing? Okay, I'm gonna reopen it. It's okay. So HXD, recent files, open. Model base and Treecko 64. Okay, so can I now? Yeah, now it shows fine. So it is. Let's get it again. No, that's not a speedrun attempt. It's actually trying to code in Treecko 64. It is 13. No, it's 00. Ah, come on, I need to copy paste. It's gonna be faster. So it's this area of the RAM. So okay, we have reach. What is supposed to be the area where the game points to the torso. It's telling the other numbers that, hey, you should be looking in this part of the RAM to find the torso. And of course, as of right now, it is set to nothing. We had no body in the RAM, and we're gonna have to place the pointer, a converter pointer, to where it should be. Oh, the terminology have a headache. 130144. That's indeed what's written here. 130134. Oh, come on, I lost track of it already. So F28. 28 is here. Okay. So what do we have next? 20. Okay, following the 04, we have nothing. 000, like right there. While on the default Mario, it should be 010317. How many time did I spend to make this game mode? Actually, it all began 1.5 years ago, when I just started thinking about, hey, it's actually possible to change the character. And I have a lot of failed attempts. Like there was a head with 2 colors for textures, then I figured out how to add more textures, to figure out how to use some of the techniques. I have eventually the wall head correctly textures and the wall body smoothed. Then you got the video I released soon, and then I found out how to add blinking and how to fix mouse glitches, and then how to use X editing. So it all happened in over 1.5 years, even if I had like a wall break for a full year. It all began to start again since 1 month, I think. It's been 1 month I'm back in this work. So that probably answers the question. So those 3 zeros, well, it's 04, yeah, it's gonna be a RAM address, which means the torso, yeah, I must not forget to also add the RAM address in the importer. So quick calculation, if the if the ROM offset is 00832B84, you must subtract. No, you must subtract 00823B4 and subtract 04. Well, that's the opposite, but there's a single operation that you have to do every time when you want to jump from ROM offset to RAM offset. It's the same for Marius Bank over time, so you just have to note it somewhere. So I'm gonna grab a calculator to have it. What happens to my mouse? Okay, it's lagging a lot, and for some reason the light on my camera is a bit too much. Let's add a bigger light. Here we go. That should be better. So we're going to need calculator. A calculator, since... Oh, thank you for... Yeah, the last Rocket League stream was kind of fun. Hopefully Shad will be able to do a nice compilation video. Calculator, please tell me that you have inside the programmer mode. So we need to write in hexadecimal. So again, it's 00. Cannot write anything. Yeah. So 00. Okay, that's 832B 84. Okay. So we need to convert it. Oh, yeah, it's a really close number. So we need to subtract 823 B4. That should give us 7B07DO. Okay, I hope it's correct that I've written everything, because no, it shouldn't give me that number. Let's retry it. Okay, so 832 B84. 832 B84 minus 823 yeah, I forgot a number. B64. There was actually something missing here. Now it gives me something I'm expecting. My rank in Rocket League, just a pro. It's like the third rank I've been missing in the game for a whole year, so I'm still kind of noob at this game. A huge noob. F020. So that means that at 0400 F020 is gonna be my model. So we're gonna pick up again the X editor and edit those few bytes. Give me again F020. So 0400 F020. That's it. That it's gonna point to where I've customly imported the torso. And yeah, F020. I should take note of it. F020. Okay, now we can take the importer again. Custom model importer, torso, and the RAM offset, of course, will be 0400F020, just like we said. You have a video concept, right? Maybe send it to me in private if you have anything, since it's not related to our current stream. Okay, save changes, just in case I lose it. And of course, no maximum RAM offset, we just give it no limit. And we need to add the pointers, of course. So the pointer is it should not be, wait, oh, bronze, silver, gold. I have nothing of this. I barely played ranked mode, I think. Oh yeah, I think I have something like bronze, but I barely play ranked mode. I must not lose my mind here. It's 20s, yeah, 127 F8 057, because I have to add the pointer. As of a comparison, the head had as many pointers as there were different head combinations, which are a lot actually. A lot of used one as well. Let's go at CC0 to see what it exactly means. If it's starting like at 1301 or if it starts directly at the command pointer. I need to know. So 177 CC0. Control G for next time. CC0. Oh, can I failed it? Yeah, this is not the good spot in RAM. Well, C0 points directly at the 04 byte. Okay, which means we go back to where is it? 00. This was just what I needed to know. 27 F28. Here we go. F28. I've set the stream delay to be as small as possible, so it's pretty good for interaction. So which means it's not gonna be 28, but a few bytes later. Where am I? F28. Is that the right one? Yeah. But for some reason here, I think I've made a mistake. F28. Yeah, I made a mistake. I made a bad mistake. Oh, but that's not something too bad. Not too bad, yeah, it's not supposed to be here, but on the next line. So F020 becomes back 00. And 28. Why is it written that way? Is it really 44? Yeah. So next line, it's this line. So F020 here. I'll have already a glitch. Hello, Ali Taxlana. I know who you are, but of course for your identity I won't reveal your real name. Okay, so I've corrected it. And the 04 is located at 127 F34. 0027 F. Come on, highlight it. I'm losing my head so fast. in these things. So 04 is located here. F34. Okay, I have a shortcut here. So importer for I1. So the torso is gonna get to pointer. I hope it's only the torso should have only one instance, so it has only one pointer. So once again, it's 00127 F34. We're gonna add this pointer, save changes, and if everything's okay, it should be working like how it's supposed to work. So we're gonna import the model, and normally it won't have a texture yet because I have not set where the texture is, because there is has not yet this data. So we're gonna import it. Hopefully it will all work fine. Successfully imported. We're gonna test it right now. Project 64, we're gonna test our RAM. And we have yet no body. Yet. Pretty sure that's the only reason why we have yet no body is that it has no textures. Well, I'm pretty surprised because it should at least have a glitch texture. Guess might be something I did wrong here. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what's missing here. So we're gonna go back to the X editor, because now at the data location 00832B84, we should now have the data here of the body part we just imported. Yeah, that's the body part. And what's next? I need to look for the texture pointer. So we need to look at the next 1501000004. There is no such thing as this. Get rid of the 04. Not at all. Ah, of course. It's not a text, it's hexadecimal value. So give me back the 04. 04, yeah. Yet again. Yeah. Now we have something. But how can it be that far away? 15000100. Does it really have to be that far? Before that. Whoa. Where are we put? Okay. Wait. Because... oh no, of course. Because it's not located as this area at all. Control G 007 CC0. Okay, here we go. Oh, j'ai déjà fait ça, Hugo. C'est bon pour moi. Control... what's the name already? Control H. Control G, I'm losing my mind already. I'm already there. Control F. Which is the next one? Yeah, these ones are for the head, and we need to get to... yeah, it's around there, I guess. 128 to 80. This is getting complicated. Complicated as hell. Which is the texture pointer for Um, oh, it's not a 1501 at all. I'm looking for the wrong thing overall. Let's go back to 00. Yeah, my own papers are completely making me confused. 832p 84. And from this point I need to look at the fd10 command. fd, and that makes sense because we're in the plain middle of the model's data, and of course it is not looking at the right texture. fd 10.00.04.00 f07t. I should also take note, where is it located at? 00834 E54. And we're gonna have to repoint to the right texture, but that's easy because we're gonna have to repoint to the actual RAM offset of this texture. So we take the calculator again and we do the same operation as before. So which is gonna be 828 3F4. We subtract 823B64. 823B64. And we get 4. Oh, but of course I know this thing. I've noted it already. Well, I guess it's always good to remind me how it works. So 48, 19, 90, of course. Wait, I'm using that for the head already. Ah, I see now. Wait. Something's off here. I should be using this one. No, it's okay. It's the right one. Just have a... Again, I think I'm starting to get tired and gonna get to bed soon tonight. So, yeah. Add the command fd04, so we change those bytes to 4890. And hopefully I also got the correct change for the... oh, it's called again? Torso. Hopefully it's worked fine. So if it worked fine, I should have the correct change. And something's not good. We still have no torso. It should have the correct scaling and stuff, so I'm kinda bugged here. Something's wrong. And what's even more wrong is that the game is not broken. Not broken. It seems to act fine. Usually when I do this kind of things, the game breaks if it's not right. So what's missing here? We need to resume everything that needs to be done. So the ft command has been successfully modified to, let's add it here, fd00 04 00 4890 as it's expected to be. But I think the pointer itself of the body is not correct. So we're gonna get back to 0, 0. It's my best shortcut here. I always remember about this one. So F something, it's around there. Here. Give me the torso high poly color. It could also be an error in my importer, even if I highly doubt it ever was. So, probably because I'm missing a few pointers. And I don't know why there's that many pointers here. Let's see. 28, get back to 28, it's here. I'm gonna reduce the size here, it's useless to have as many. So, 28 starts here. Here, rather. 1301 44 0 0 0. Another set of 0, is it supposed to be? Wait, something's wrong here. 28. We should have no more than 4 sets of zeros. That's probably the reason why it did not work in the first place. What is this thing for? Why is it 0112 BO? Pretty sure I've modified it to 00 F020. It should work now. There's no reason why it would change again. So let's see if it did anything. Not at all? What's wrong here? Nothing appears in the whole body. Nothing invisible or barely. Nothing inside the head. Something's wrong here. The pointer is to F020, which is where the torso is located at. But is it truly the first byte of it? Did it really matter? Let's look again. More comparison may be required here. So 27. Zero 4 0 1. Again, there are. It's just. I'm wrong again. Get those back to 0. It's those bytes that probably seem to need a modification. Please tell me this one is the right one. Man, why does it take me so much time to get away with that simple? Oh no. Guess what? The ROM is broken. So I guess now the pointer looks to the correct data, but the data is corrupted somehow. And we made all objects disappear. Yeah. So every time the player is active on the screen, it makes everything disappear. So if I enter the painting, yeah, things get back to normal. And again. Oh, okay. So again, something has been done wrong. Something has been done deadly wrong. and I may know what it is. Get back to the importer. So the torso has been imported. 20, that is right. But it probably misses pointers or something like that. Or the pointer is not located at the right area. 27 F34 did I? Which is nothing. It's supposed to be nothing. What's wrong here? Need to find out. It's one of these moments where I am far worse than Case in understanding all of this code. Far worse. 13. So this is where it locates. Give me this again. This data. I need to see every parameters in one screen. I see. It simply looks to nothing because it was imported on the wrong area. Okay, so it's gonna be F30 if I'm correct. Unless it's the other way round, and these data, no, it must be modified. So those 4000 must remain who they are, but the pointer must be changed. The pointer was not updated to the right location. The pointer is not 34 but 30. Remove this pointer. I'm gonna re-import again. Because it simply looked at no good data at all. Let's have another test. If it's not working, I may have something else in my head. That might be another thing that causes it. Oh, we have it! We have it now. We have it also. So I guess that was a problem. With the torso correctly textured, correctly positioned. We're having progress, guys. We're having progress. I guess it's now time to make the tail. Let's take notes of what has been done up so far. We need to find where the torus ends in the data now to find a good spot for the tail to follow up. So yeah, we're gonna go for the tail now. Oh, the tail uses different textures, by the way. I need to look which texture is it in SketchUp so I can import it over. It's a single color, but yet we need to change it. So SketchUp, here you are. I've loaded you already on the tail, so it's, yeah, a completely green material. Edit. So where is it located at? New tail to PNG in SketchUp models. New tail 2.png. Is it really there? Like, what is this tail color? No, I didn't ask for properties. Just can I just have? I just open it. I hate those Windows 10 applications that just takes that much time and resource to load. I miss the Windows 8 and before. I mean Windows 7 and before colors. So all we have is, yeah, this tiny dot. Great. It won't work properly with Super Mario 64 if it's not scaled up. So guess we're gonna have to fix that. Fix means 32 per 32. Here we go. But the good news is that my bad. Here we go. Tail color.png, we erase it, and now we're going to replace one of the unused textures in Mario's model, and I think the next one should be located at 5. Yeah, gonna take note. 519. I need to make the operation again to find exactly which is the texture. Hopefully, since it's a single color, even when I will import it with the wrong texture, it's still gonna look fine. So we need to get to the address of this texture. When you go to, okay, just change the 3 to a B. So as you can see, it's Mario's closed eyes, but a unused one, simply because we had extra eyes to use from players that we weren't unused. And we're going to replace this texture with our SketchUp models texture, tail color, like this. We don't have to save, it automatically works when you do that. And now we know that the address of this texture is at 00828 BF4. It's gonna work smoothly below me, believe me. From this point we add, yeah, we're gonna look for the pointer. Well, we have saved the change here, so we're gonna change model. So SketchUp models, it should be the very last tail. Which tail am I loading here? Treecko tail. That it doesn't help me much. It should be the last tail I've done here. There's no other tail around. Like no new tail or tail final. No, it's good. It's a final version. So I'm gonna rename it tail final. It's gonna be better this way. So we import it. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I forgot one thing. I don't know which the scale of the tail is, and before that we need to take the other importer and another ROM. You know, the broken ROM, and to test what is the exact position and scale of the item, because I completely forgot about it, and I'm gonna have to do this for all of the body parts. Believe me, it's gonna get annoying to do. So load me Super Treecko 64, the expanded ROM, the bad ROM. Load me Treecko tail final. I'm gonna preview it, so oh yeah, because of you I cannot access it. Let's close it. We're gonna open it right after that. Tail final. There we go. Preview the level. Is it the correct tail? Yeah, should look fine. I hope the scale of 500 is correct, but if it's different I'll have to note it down. I think it might be small, though So custom importer. No offset. And we need to get to the old extended parts. And extended tail is... Nah, it's bottom for Mario. It's actually the bottom that I replace with the tail. No. And we're gonna play the actual Super Treecko 64 you guys saw on the video, which you see has glitches. Oh! Oh my god! Okay, so it looks like the scale of 500 is wrong. Completely wrong. I can see here Treecko's not blinking. It has a life counter, but I'm gonna add it later. But yeah, huge fail here. It is technically not this huge. Who would even use such a tail? Okay, we're gonna have to like try and retry until we find the correct scale. So I'm probably sure like it's like, I don't know, 150. Yeah, probably something like this. Much smaller. My X bottom. Here we go again. It's more reasonable, but that's still too big. Probably half of it. It's probably gonna be 75 or something. Yeah, let's try 75. Once we've found the correct position, I'll note it down for later imports. And the other parts of the model should also follow this scale, if I remember right. So more X bottom. No conversion log, of course. Another try. How is it now? Well, it appears it's now a little bit too small. I think. Normally, I don't know. I think that's how I plotted it. Maybe scale to 80 and we'll be fine. Because I didn't want it to be too big anyway. For, you know, proportions. What do you think? Is it good this way? I think we're gonna... Because once I import the model, I won't want to import it once again, because this means that I have to rewrite the pointers, which kinda annoys me. Like in this configuration, the tail almost touches the floor, but doesn't. It should be okay, I think. Because, you know, when Mario do things like sliding, the tail automatically goes in the ground, simply because that's how the bottom works. But that was the only way to, like, separate the body from the tail in how we animate and stuff. Maybe, yeah, I think that's pretty good now. Yeah, probably gonna be okay, even when swimming. Yeah, I'm using this custom Bowser Lucky 2 camera. That's why it acts this way and not this way. Okay, so we've found the scale. It's gonna be, I'm gonna note it down. Tail. So the size is 75. No offset position, awfully, because I hate when I have to change the offset position to custom positions. It's, wow, it's gonna take a lot of retries, and I probably won't gonna stream it because it's gonna be annoying as hell. So now that we got that, we're gonna close this editor and open back the older one, which I use for. So here we go, 207. What is this one doing here? Yeah, actually it was open twice somehow. So we're gonna open model base Treecko 64, not applying the patch, load the model of the tail final. here. Set the scale to 75 now that we know it. Get to custom importer, and that's where things start to get interesting, because now we need to add a new a tail. I always put a in front so I can already get the list on top. So the tail, we don't know yet where it's gonna begin, so we take the Super Treecko 64 and the model base, which is the original non-modified Super Mario 64. We're gonna get them both to the torso area. 0 Control G 0 0 like 834. Yeah, 834. E 54. Get them both at this spot. So you can see already that it has different data, of course, because on one of them there is custom data and the other one there is not. But we're going to need to scroll down until there is no difference where the actual data stops. So 834 DF0, DF0 on top. It is still different everywhere. There are small differences, but they are still there. Let's jump to 35 1F0, 35 1F0. Oh, we found the limit. You guys see on the bottom around the F's, we find the ending part of where the model is imported at. Curiously, now there is some interesting data here on the same spots. And what should also be noted is that there should be some data repeating itself, because you know, once I imported and I needed to go 4 bytes earlier. But yeah, that's where the limit happens, and that's from this area. It exactly stops here, I think. Like the line following BF. Line following BF is 0. The line for BF is 0, 32 to 3C46, and it's amplified. So that's the very moment where it stops. So I can go as soon as this data, but I'm unsure if it's safe to go that close. So I'm gonna go one line below, and the tail will be imported at this, starting from this point. And it's gonna be, we need to note it down now. 0 0 30 83 53 EC. It should look clear now. Import tail. Now that we have this, we probably going to need the conversion of it, of course. But first we import it at this. Yeah, we take the conversion and we import it. So calculator. How much does 0 0 8? This is not a song. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, nice. Love this sound. Yeah. Okay. So 835. 3 EC. The whole stream is gonna be me spamming numbers, random numbers at your face. But since I'm going that slow, it may not be that difficult for you to keep up. So we subtract it as always the same value, which is 0 823 B64. no, it's probably gonna be. Is it really that? Yeah, that could be. No, I've gotten far enough to, yeah, get to an extra digit. But hopefully it's not gonna change anything. So it's gonna be 0, 1, 18, 88. Okay, it should go as far as F, of course. That's where, as I told, the data probably is limited at, but hopefully we won't reach such far values. Now we need to get those in the importer. Wait, yeah, we also must not forget to add the pointer, of course. So the RAM offset, of course, will be what we noted, 8835 3 EC. Is that correct? It is. And the RAM offset is 0401 1888. Save changes. By comparison, yeah, we simply go a few bytes later, and we take again the -0 layout file, which is so useful, and we try to look for the tail. Oh, of course there's no tail. It's actually the bottom. So, the bottom HP color is there. And it's gonna be, as again, this data that we're going to modify. And it's located at 27 EFC. At EFC we find the expected data but empty. Simply empty from anything. EFC, well, EEC has nothing as well, but EFC up to how many bytes we need? F08. Yeah, that's all of it is here. So what do we do? The last 4 bytes are untouched, but the 4 ones that I previewed before it, those will be modified. Do I still get it? Yeah, those, we have 6 extra ones. So this is the pointer telling me where the data must be seeked for, and therefore yeah, the exact pointer I'll be corrected it to F04, by the way. So it's gonna be 01 1888. Starting to get the hang of it. And the SAT pointer will be, yeah, add a pointer to 0027 F04. F04. Save the changes. Control save here. Remember, the tail we're going to import will still not use the texture, where we sort of figured out this texture problem before, we figured out the pointer problem before. But if this time I make no mistake in selecting the right pointer, normally it should make us go directly to a glitched out tail. Like a tail that is going to be using a random texture from the level it's currently on. It could give you a nice effect, but that's not what we're looking for, of course. And if everything is okay, we should be patting the tail. Now let's see what effects did they have. Sorry. Oh, that's the wrong, at the wrong ROM. All the base. And we broke the ROM again, guys. But yeah, hopefully we know technically what's wrong here. So let's recap. Let's recap what we have been doing. We have imported the tail at 0835. Gonna check if the spelling is correct. 8353 EC, and its import RAM offset is this. Good. Which means also. Oh, but we didn't have the pointer. Where's my head at? At the pointer, of course, and save the changes. It literally had no pointer. I'm not pretty sure this fixes our problem, but we'll see. This might be the reason. And hopefully it'll have been worth the wait. Welcome to Mario 64. We got it! And how does the tail... Oh, my bad! I've imported with the texture! Oh, my bad. That's why. Oh, my. Well, you see, it's a good result, but not what I'm expecting. Because I don't want to import the texture within. This is a huge problem because I don't know, even if I re-import textureless, where the hell it's gonna stop. Where my new import will stop between the new and old. Well, the only solution would be to make a copy of the ROM right now. Yeah, that's the only solution. Don't worry, guys, we still have a hold of this. But even if you think this is good, this is actually not good. Because importing textures with the models costs a lot of space. Even with a very simple texture like this, which looks like a color. Instead, I replace actual Mario textures and I say repoint the game to those said textures. That's how the blinking eyes work and everything. But hopefully we're going to get this whole thing working. What time is it? Yeah. Hopefully we're gonna get this working fast. So, what does the... Here we have a number 2, and we're going to open on the same time the Treecko 64 too. And we're gonna take the importer again. Yeah. Hope the changes are saved. And we need to check skip textures this time. Custom importer again. Tail. Import again. So this time it did not import the texture. So we'll have a difference between those two ROMs in the HXD file. So, which means we need to both go to where the tail is imported at. Control F. No, not Control F. Control G. Control Get, I guess. 835 3C. Here we go, we're on the same now. So to you it looks kind of the same, but it's gonna get differences. So this one is our error. It has the full texture body, and this one has both the non-texture body and the remaining data we need to get back. So let's put those 4 F's on the top. So as you can see, it has an interesting difference here in how it's imported. We're going to see how long it takes until we reach differences. So 35, 780. It's both different at this point. This one should become the same as him sooner because of that. We're still confronted to the same data, I mean to some different data. E F. That's still some different stuff. Pretty sure we're going to go far, pretty far, before we find differences. Like it may be here. It may be here. Let's see. 6664. No, we still have pretty much different stuff happening here. At least we could think of 6A. Hopefully it's not gonna take too much time before we find the differences. Oh, it may happen around here. How much I said? Yeah, E00. No, that's still different. I'm pretty curious how much space the texture will have taken. 710. Yeah. More. The tail shouldn't be that heavy, so I'm kind of concerned here. 75 C0. Enjoy. Some super more or less impact OST. Oh, I think we found it. We have some differences. Up to there. Up to there. It ends there. And then we have some extra data that is taken by the texture. We're going to see how much is it. So if I stop there, B8 00. Nah, it's data up to there that is modified, right? Yeah. So I'm pretty curious how much was it. So we stop there. How much data was taken by the texture before we get back to... It probably isn't that much because of the very light texture, but We just cannot go into random um, random choices. Okay, so now we've taken back the area where it ends now, so we're gonna take it for the next importer. So when I will want to import again, I will start next line as usual at 830 37664. Good. So it's gonna be the next body part, even if we don't know yet which one is gonna be. Okay, now that we've got this figured out, let's jump up and find the FD find texture. Because if I show you right now how the game is, it is gonna show you a random texture for the tail since it hasn't known it, not anymore. Like this. This is exactly what I expected, because every time you load the castle grounds, it loads this texture. And if you enter a different area, it will load a different textures because it has another texture model here. Oh, and funnily enough, this one looks close to the tails, but I have no idea which texture it actually is. But if you like go to this area, we might end up with a completely different texture as well here. Yeah, like I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, it's a wooden signs somehow. But yeah, you never know what you're gonna get with this shape shifting. Even if I get in there, pretty sure. Ah, come on. Nah, we got the same. It's probably level-sided. Ha! Oh, wait. We did not miss it, actually. I just decided to complete this at random. Okay, so it's not as bad as this game, but actually, this is not why we're there for. So cut it down, and we need the actual texture. So we imported the texture at 5090 in the texture offset. So we're gonna look for the previous data that is pointed at FD1000 because well, that's the one for our model. So tail 835, we're in the plain middle of the tail. I hope that we are still in the tail. Well, if you go any higher, 35. Where is it located at? Well, okay. So we are the exact position where the tail is being imported. Okay. So Control F. Next. So next. Okay, that's this one. So this is not pointing, of course, at the right texture. It's texture on bank 095800 right there. So we change it back to the correct texture, and which is obviously 0, 04 00 50 90, like we set previously. And now, if my calculations are correct, it should point back to the same textures. But guess what? We saved some space by not importing a custom texture in the model. Here you go. Here you go. It is now using the correct textures. I wonder if it's like an even better one than the previous. Pretty sure I had a different one before. Whoa. The stream delay is so small. It takes about like 6 seconds. You guys are lucky. The stream delay is very small. It may even be my phone which is slower than expected. But here you go, guys. We now have the tail correctly imported. Yeah, you can barely see the artifacts on the tail from this angle, so hopefully it's cool. So yeah, the model is getting some good progress here. And the next parts are obviously gonna be the hands, tights and feet, which actually are 3, 6, 12 parts. 12 parts who also need this wall importing things. But yeah, this may not sound much for today, but I think I'm gonna put myself away and probably gonna tackle this hard and difficult, annoying stuff myself out of streams. It's not interesting to see, but hopefully you guys will see new results really soon as I'm gonna get done with all this. So hopefully, I don't know how much time it's gonna take me because I have a lot of work. One of my friends also told me when I'm not when I'm not learning my lessons and stuff, it's actually done. Don't be worried. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff you don't have to see because it's annoying. But don't worry, I also plan to make a tutorial on how to do this all things you just saw there. It's not that complicated, you just need to stay calm, grab a coffee, take all your time figuring out everything you have to do, take notes, and you shall understand it. Took me 3 days to understand how to add a different head set for first blinking. Yeah, it was that hard and long, thanks to Marchivolt. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be all for today. Thank you everybody for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!